Hello and welcome to the Spring Hot Season, the final week for Series 46 in Forza Horizon 5. Today, in this video, we're jumping into the Festival playlist and we're going to be completing this week's Forzathon challenges Old Red, grabbing ourselves 160 Forzathon points and 5 points towards our Festival playlist. We're also going to be jumping in and checking out this week's Horizon Backstage vote, and we'll check out the shop to see what cars made it in from last week's vote. We'll also be checking out this week's Forzathon shop, and we'll be jumping into the Festival players to check out all of this week's rewards and restrictions. If any of you happen to be new, especially if you are over on the PlayStation, definitely consider subscribing, smash the like button, share the video with a friend. Without further ado, let's jump into this week's Forzathon challenges. Let's not mess around then, let's jump straight in and complete the weekly Forzathon challenges Old Red, kicking things off with Chapter 1, Predecessor of all buggies. Own and drive the 1971 Meyers Manx, the car that paved the way for buggies, cars that are built for off-road using the Beetle as a donor chassis. Now this, on screen right now, is the vehicle we need for this week's Forzathon challenges, the 1971 Meyers Manx. Now if you head on over to the auto show, you'll realise that it isn't available to purchase. It should be right here between Mercury and MG. Now one of the ways to pick up this little buggy is to head on over to the auction house. Right now they're going for a buyout price of around 3 million credits. You can get lucky with some that are a little bit cheaper, like this one here, 132,000, and this one 152,000. So it just depends on the seller and how much you're willing to pay. However, there is a second option to pick up the Meyers Manx this week and a slightly cheaper option. Head on over to the playlist and head on over to this week's Forzathon shop, where you can see the Meyers Manx is currently available for 300 Forzathon points. Now, of course, the tune that I'm using in today's video is up for download. If you want to use it, just search my gamer tag Skippy at 4631 or the file name Skippy YouTube. As always, share codes for tunes are in the description and in the comments below. Hopefully by now you have a Meyers Manx, so let's get own and drive complete. Hop into free roam from any festival site or player house, drive a couple of seconds down the road, and Predecessor of all buggies complete. And while we're here, we'll do the usual thing and hop on over to Horizon Backstage and check out this week's vote and shop. Up first then, the Backstage shop. What made it in from last week's vote? The 2016 Zenvo ST1 and the 2010 Megane RS250. That is actually quite the shock. I was hoping for the Volvo. Okay, now for this week's Backstage voting. We have the Morgan Aero GT and the Ford Wagon up against the Eagle Speedster and the Morris Traveller. What a weird combination of vehicles. But let me know in the comments, are you team left, Morgan and Ford, or are you team right, Eagle and Morris? Let me know in the comments. Okay, with Chapter 1 ticked off, the list on to Chapter 2, Origin Story. Take the 1971 Meyers Manx and win on the Baja California Trail to recreate the success on Mexico 1000 inaugural event. So the Baja California Trail is a dirt racing event. That is the orange icons on the map. Go ahead and filter your map by dirt racing events only, just make them a little bit easier to see and find. The Baja California Trail is in the top left-hand corner in the Dunas Blancas area in the northwest of the map, as you can see just here. It is a sprint race, not a circuit race. So if the Baja California Trail is not showing up on your map, head into your pause menu, head on over to Horizon Adventure and head down to Horizon Wilds Dirt Racing. Complete as much of this section as you can to get all of the dirt races unlocked on the map. I have gone ahead, as always, and created a cheeky blueprint for you guys to use if you wish to use it. Locked to the 71 Meyers Manx called Forzathon Chapter 2. If you wish to use it, just search the game tag Skippy4631 or use the share code 247358674. As always, with the races for the weekly Forzathon challenges, driver style difficulty will not affect them. As we do need to win this race, I am just going to pop it on to Tourist. No reason to make it any harder than it needs to be. Lights out, and away we go in the Manx. This should be an absolute breeze. All we've got to do is keep it in first place as they are on Tourist, and we are just absolutely cruising away from the pack. Keep it on the track, keep it within the checkpoints, and get to that finish line in first place. That was a fairly uneventful race, but it is across the line, first place for the Manx. And there it is, origin story complete. So with chapter 2 complete, it is on to chapter 3, jumping buggy. Time for some fun. Earn 3 kangaroo skills in the 1971 Meyers Manx at the Dunas Blancas region. So starting at the main Horizon Festival, Mexico, heading to the top left-hand corner, that is where you're going to find the Dunas Blancas area, right near the Horizon Baja outpost. So with the Horizon Baja outpost on our left and the Dunas Blancas sand dunes dead ahead, we're going to use those to get our kangaroo skills. To get a kangaroo skill, you want to get a jump followed in quick succession by another jump. It can be fairly tricky to do or can be fairly easy. Just use these sand dunes, use the Dunas Blancas area, and you'll soon get them. We've already grabbed 1. We just need to grab 2 more. So just going to throw ourselves off of the dunes and then hope that in time get those kangaroo skills. We should get one right here because that's pretty quick succession. Getting some jumps. There's another one. There's a kangaroo skill, and that should be another kangaroo skill. It is not. There it is, jumping buggy complete. It can be a fairly frustrating thing to try and do, but just stick at it and you'll soon get those 3 kangaroo skills. With chapter 3 complete, it's now on to chapter 4, our 4th and final chapter, Buggy beats bike in Baja. Meyers Manx beat the Ekins and Robertson Baja run record by more than 5 hours. Earning 2 stars at the dustbowl speed trap will be a piece of cake. Starting off at the Horizon Baja outpost and heading south, you are soon going to find the dustbowl speed trap. We need 2 stars, so aim for 100 miles per hour or more, and that will grab you that 2-star objective. If you're not seeing this particular dustbowl PR stunt on your map, head on over to Horizon Adventure, head on down to Horizon Rush, and complete this section to unlock all PR stunts on the map. Let's do it then. 2 stars from the Dust Bowl speed trap. I'm coming in from the south. You can come in from the north. Either direction does not matter. We just need to get 100 miles an hour or more through that camera. Now, as you can see, I haven't taken a massive run up for this chapter. 100 miles an hour or more isn't actually that difficult through the Dust Bowl speed trap, but we come through at 124 miles per hour, which in turn completes chapter 4 and completes this week's Forzathon challenges Old Red, collecting 160 Forzathon points and 5 points towards our Spring Hot Season Festival playlist. Now let's jump on over and check out this week's Forzathon shop. So as I mentioned, the Meyers Manx 1971 is available in this week's shop, not available at the auto show, but can be picked up here for 300 Forzathon points. The Ford Hoonigan Mustang from Hoonicorn Mustang, 300 Forzathon points or 500,000 credits at the auto show. The usual 1 backstage pass in exchange for 1,000 Forzathon points. Vanity items, the Nature car horn and the Black Modern Pubella dress. 75 Forzathon points for each of those. As always, any spare Forzathon points, knocking around, grab yourselves a normal wheel spin for 60 Forzathon points. Or you can grab yourselves a super duper wheel spin for 150 Forzathon points. Now let's jump back to the playlist and check out this week's rewards and restrictions. The Spring Hot Season, 68 points up for grabs in total. For 20 of those points, a hard-to-find car, the Ferrari California T, and for 40 points, 1 Horizon Backstage Pass. Taking a quick skim through the festival players then, the Bentley 8-litre up for grabs for this week's online trial. Going to be using Rare Classics C600. Seasonal Player on Games makes a return, giving out the Fireworks car horn. I believe that is quite a rare car horn. Going to be using M Sport versus AMG, so BMW versus Mercedes. Be careful on the old PR stunts, 2 different restrictions. Rally Monsters S1 900 and Renault B700. Going to grab you the normal super wheel spins. We have a fairly rare clothing item, the Festival Sombrero, up for grabs for completing Baja Mill using Buggy's D500. Just make sure you are picking that up. And then we've got the La Cucaracha car horn and a Toyota 2000 GT for your other rewards on the other seasonal championships using Buicks and Toyotas. No treasure hunt this week for the challenges. We do have a photo challenge, Horizon Open challenges, and hide and seek on the festival playlist, all with their different rewards up for grabs. No change on the monthly rivals. It's another week, or the final week, to put in your quick lap times in the Ferrari SF90. And then we'll finish up with the DLCs for the Speed Zone. We have the Volkswagen B700 for the Rally Adventure, and for the Hot Wheels DLC, the same car restriction. Super Bowl spins up for grabs, and then the Seasonal Championships, Apex Predecessor t-shirt, and the Porsche 911 19 up for grabs. Car restrictions, pickups and 4x4s for the Rally Adventure, and Super GT for Hot Wheels. But there we go, nothing too crazy on this week's playlist. We do have that festival sombrero to pick up, the La Cucaracha car horn, and of course the 20 and 40 point completion, the Ferrari California T, and 1 Horizon Backstage Pass. Make sure you are putting in the time and effort to grab the points to get those unlocked. But as always, thank you so much for watching. If you are new to the channel, definitely consider subscribing. Smash the like button, share the video with a friend, stay safe, and have an awesome day.